Let me first start off by saying this video may offend some people. I don't care. America has an issue with guns. We have a major issue with guns and crime. We have a major issue with mass shootings that take place. Grocery stores, schools, universities, and so on. As you well know, there was the shooting at Florida State University. I reside in Florida. And as I can account, there have been several mass shootings that have really hit the spotlight when it comes to what takes place down here in Florida, which is not good. You know, we have the Parkland shooting and now the Florida State University shooting. There was a shooting in Jacksonville at a Dollar General. And, you know, it's a sad thing. No parent or no person has to bury their loved one because of gun violence and gun crime. Not one parent should have to deal with that. But we're in America. You can't take away my Second Amendment right. I'm not saying to take away guns. But if that was to take place where they decide to take away guns, and I'm talking about the government themselves, they can have my firearm if it will protect the individuals in our country. America has this gun issue where people feel like their rights are infringed for the protection of the people in America. We have the highest rate of mass shootings year over year amongst any country, and probably the countries combined. And it's because of our lax gun laws, the lax investigation when it comes to individuals who they watch some news channel and they listen to some talking head that talks about hate on another person, or they talk about the educational system and the things that are rotting people's brain, when it's the actual individuals that's watching that news channel that's getting the information that is rotting their brain to make them go out and commit these particular crimes. I'm talking about politicians that talk about it. I'm talking about individuals that are on these news channels, especially the ones that provide a lot of misinformation. And I'm not going to call them out because people should already know what news channels provide a lot of misinformation that convinces individuals to go out and hurt other people because of the complete warping of society and how everyone should be able to live in a country without fear that there's going to be somebody to come off and start firing off rounds into a crowd to injure and kill people. America, there are two things that people from other countries know about America. Is they love their guns and they're not that educated. I have to say that. I just have to say that because as you can see what's going on in politics today, as you can tell on what happens on a daily basis when it comes to our particular politicians, and I'm not going to call out any names, but people from other countries are not even thinking about coming to America. And I posted a video about the tourism, foreign tourists that used to come to America that are not coming now. They're not coming for very many reasons. And one of those reasons is that they may be afraid of being deported somewhere that they're not supposed to be at because they came to visit America. America's going to lose a lot of money. I'm just going to say that. We in this country are going to lose a lot of money. And if you're not from America, let me know what you guys hear in regards to the gun violence that takes place, the mass shootings that takes place here in our country, and how is it different from the country that you live in? How is it different? So I was doing some research on the shootings that take place here in our country, and I wanted to bring it to the forefront on the major issue that we have, and that is the male issue of hatred, and also the male issue of where they're getting their information from. Where is it that they decide that they're going to go ahead and just start unaliving people for no reason because of hatred or because of some type of bias that they have for that individual. So I like I said, I did my research and everything, but I'm going to make this pretty brief because you can find this information on Google as well. Or you can go into Mother Jones and find this information also. But I do ask for you to subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about things that take place when it comes to gun violence. But let's dive in over here. So I pulled the spreadsheet off of Mother Jones, and I'm not going to talk about it a lot, but I want to just talk about the particular trend that we see when it comes to American violence. I want to talk about the trend that we have when it comes to the American shooter, the person and the age. I'm not going to, I kind of closed off the names of the individuals because I don't want, you can find those names off of Mother Jones, but I didn't want to put that on this spreadsheet that I actually converted, and just talk about three things here. So let's talk about the age, and let's talk about the type of weapon that they used. And I'm not even going to throw color in there because we specifically, there is a mass majority of a specific color that do the mass shootings. And you could talk about black on black violence. You could talk about violence like that. Those are targeted for specific things when it comes to drugs and gangs and violence and things like that, where you have rival gangs or you have people who rival amongst each other and they try to do harm to the other person, not just random people that they don't know. When it comes to that type of violence, it's usually targeted. It's targeted for specific people, and that violence is not condoned also. I rebuke any violence towards any particular individual whatsoever. But let's look at this here. Let's look at the age groups in regards to, we're just going to talk about this particular part of the spreadsheet. It goes from 2 all the way down to 25. And the specific, the age group that it shows more of a trend on is from the age of 14 to 25. And if you look at this spreadsheet with me, you can count it with me. But there is, out of, let's say, there's 24 individuals here and the type of weapon that they used. You can just count them off with me. And then I'm going to land my plane. 14-year-old, that's 1. 21-year-old, that's 2. 18-year-old, that's 3. 25-year-old, that's 4. 22-year-old, that's 5. 22-year-old, that's 6. 15-year-old, that's 7. 20-year-old, that's 8. 21-year-old, that's 9. 23-year-old, that's 10. 18-year-old, that's 11 individuals out of 24. Almost 50% of these particular crimes are happening between the ages of 14 and 25 years old. And I could, if I wanted to go even further, I could throw in the 28-year-old that's in there as well. I could go in and throw in that as well. And the type of weapon that they're using to hurt individuals is mainly an AR-15 style rifle. The basis, what I'm trying to get at is that there is and could be a better restriction on gun laws. There could be better screening. There could be better vetting. There could be better monitoring of individuals that do these heinous crimes. But only thing I hear is thoughts and prayers from individuals from a specific party. And they don't want to pass gun legislation because the NRA slides them off that money, and that, you know, they don't want to go against what money they receive from the NRA. We have an issue in America, and it's not only politics. It's also the weaponization of your voice and how you steer people to do heinous crimes against other individuals because of the ideology and the misinformation. What say you? What do you think? could be a resolution to it. Because people say there's nothing that we can do. We can do something. Many countries have done something. Many countries have done something to keep their people safe. Only in America do we have this issue at a massive rate. Like and subscribe to the channel. Like I said, I wanted to keep this short. You can find this information on Mother Jones about mass shootings. It gives the timeline. But yeah. Don't have anything to say. Peace out. I have confidence. It's not selfish at all.